Hi everybody, today we're going to look at plotting points on the rectangular coordinate system. The rectangular coordinate system is a grid that's composed of the x-axis and the y-axis. The coordinate system is broken up into 4 quadrants. We start in quadrant 1, then we move counterclockwise to quadrants 2, 3, and 4. A special point on the coordinate system is called the origin. It's where the x and y-axis cross. Think of it as the starting point you'll use when you're plotting other points. As we plot points, it's important to note that we are plotting ordered pairs x and y. This means it matters which number we say first. Let me give you an example. Let's plot the points 4, -2 and -2, 4. All I did here was switch the coordinates, but I want to show you how different those 2 points look. To graph the point 4, -2, I go 4 to the right and 2 down. We'll label that as A. To plot the point -2, 4, I go 2 to the left and 4 up. Let's label that as B. The point A is in quadrant 4. The point B is in quadrant 2. This shows you how important it is to pay attention to the order as you're plotting points. Let's practice that a little bit more. Let's plot the point 3, -1. I go 3 to the right and 1 down. The point -2, 5, I go -2 to the left and 5 up. -3, -4, I go 3 to the left and then 4 down. 1, 0, I go 1 to the right, but then I don't move up or down. I stay on the x-axis. E is very similar. I have 0, -2, so I don't go right or left, I just go 2 down. Let's try that the opposite way. Now I have a bunch of points plotted on my graph and I want to find the coordinates. We'll start with point A. A is 1 to the right and 5 up, so I write that as 1, 5. As you're writing points, it's important that you use the right notation, so you need to use parentheses and the comma between the coordinates. Point B is not right or left, so I know the x-coordinate is 0, and then the y-coordinate is 2. Point C is 3 to the right and 1 down, that's 3, -1. D is 4 to the left and 2 down, that's -4, -2. E is on the x-axis, and it's 3 to the left of the origin, so I'm going to write that as -3, 0. F is also on the x-axis, but this time it's at 1, 0. Letter G is on the y-axis at the point 0, -4. And our last point H is 5 to the right and 1 up. We write that as 5, 1. As we look at points, I hope it feels familiar, maybe like looking at a map and finding a location. Another thing I want you to see is how points can help us look at relationships between types of variables. So as a quick example, let's look at a company that sells laundry detergent in 5 different sizes. They sell a 42-ounce bottle for $7.49, an 84-ounce bottle for $12.99, 105 ounces for $15.99, 132 ounces for $19.99, and 154 ounces for $21.49. A lot of times we're used to seeing different prices, and what we end up looking at is the price per ounce. But let me show you that in a new way. I'm going to graph those points in the online graphing calculator Desmos. For Desmos to graph a point, I put in the notation just like we talked about. I put a parenthesis, 42, 7.49. Then I put another point, 84, 12.99, 105 with 15.99, 132 with 19.99, then 154 with 21.49. Notice in each of these points, the x-coordinate represents the number of ounces and the y-coordinate represents the amount of money. When you look at the graph right now, you don't see those points because the numbers are too big. So what I'm going to do is just scroll in until I see those points appear. Once you see the points, it starts to look like a line could easily be drawn through these points. This shows us the relationship between the number of ounces and the price. We will not be trying to figure out what the line is right now, but it is important to see how data points can be used in statistics.